The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of
is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play there for Carolina.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Tommy Tremble. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
61, box, play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put my...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that one. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 18. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is it blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. It's caught at the wall. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He completes it to Beckham, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And now the rookie's free. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
I went up to the days of just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. There's Trimble, the tight end. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hope, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here's Wilson. his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This from 36 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. There's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his target, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and trying to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
This one swung out here to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On 2nd and very short, Wilson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. It's caught by OBJ. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage.
And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Touchdown, Panthers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.